Hi, I'm Nicole, and I am the owner of Baby Doll Bakery in Downtown Wheaton. When I first bought the business, it was still Sweet Natalie's, and I left it. I had no plans on changing the name. But during the first year of being the owner of Sweet Natalie's, because my name is Nicole, I got called Natalie almost every single day. We got confused with one of our competitors that's in Hinsdale, where the names are very, very similar, to the point that one weekend, 4 special order cakes got picked up very, very late in the day because the original people that had ordered them sent their people not to the right place. So I decided that it was just time to change the name, and hence Baby Doll Bakery was named. And so Baby Doll, I did not want the name to be my name. It does not have to be Sweet Nicole's. Sometimes I am not sweet, and I don't want to have to feel like I have to be sweet every moment. I have 2 daughters, so I did not want to name the bakery after one and not the other. They're teenagers now. They probably would not care at this point, but I'm glad that I still didn't change it to one of their names and not the others. And so they are the baby dolls, and so we named it Baby Doll Bakery. I never really thought that I would ever own my own business. That was never something I thought of as a little kid. But I have been gluten-free for 11 years. And so the original owner of Sweet Natalie's was in Geneva. So when she moved to here and didn't have the kitchen, I said, yes, I would definitely do this because I have always enjoyed cooking and baking. I'm Greek, Italian, and Jewish, and feeding people is 100% my love language. So I built out the commercial kitchen in 2019 into 2020, and then became her vendor in 2020 in the middle of a pandemic, and did that for a few months before she came to me and asked me if I wanted to buy the retail space. So on the week of my 40th birthday, in the middle of a pandemic, the week after the second shutdown of indoor dining, I bought a business and turned 40. So I call it my midlife crisis. And it has been really wonderful and very sweet, sometimes a little salty, depending on the day. But I really am enjoying it and loving it, and just being in this area and neighborhood and being part of the community in downtown Wheaton has been phenomenal. Our top seller item in store, if someone is just gluten-free, it would be the chocolate chip sea salt cookie, a millionaire bar, or any of the slices of cheesecake. If someone's gluten-free and vegan, I would say the vegan cinnamon roll pretty much is probably our top seller. And then we always sell tons of cake pops every day, no matter how they're decorated, no matter what color, no matter the flavor. People love their cake pops, which kills my one pastry chef, Kira, because she just doesn't understand the concept. She is a very, very, very trained pastry chef, and she's finishing up the culinary program in December, and she has high thoughts. And I said, people just like their cake pops. So the sourdough situation. It is new to us. It is very new to Chicagoland in general, and I have Caroline to thank for it, because she is just, call her the BS. She's the bread scientist. So she has really perfected the most amazing sourdough. Just bread in general, every bread type product, if it's yeast, if it is a starter, Caroline knows how to do it. And I happily will eat all of it. This is the 4th dress I tried on today because 3 did not fit, because I have been eating all of the sample trials, and I'm not sad about that either. We are open for in-store purchases all the time, Wednesday through Sunday during our business hours. We are closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. We do offer pre-ordering, especially for holiday orders when we do limited runs of things such as the sourdough that we're doing today and tomorrow pickup. I always update Facebook and Instagram as soon as a pre-order situation is opening up. Holidays typically start the month before the holiday. And so there's things like the pies, but we also do sides like gluten-free stuffing, gluten-free baked mac and cheese, gluten-free green bean casserole, all of the fun stuff for Thanksgiving and Christmas. The weeks of the main holidays for us, so Thanksgiving, Christmas, Mother's Day, and Easter, we do not ever do custom orders. Thanksgiving is hands down our busiest holiday, mostly because most people celebrate it on the actual day versus separated out. Christmas is busy, but sometimes people do Christmas the week before, the week after. It's a little bit more spread out. Thanksgiving is truly wonderful and a chaotic mess at the same time. So we always recommend pre-ordering anything for that week, even if you think, oh, it's just like a lemon bar, it's just a couple cinnamon rolls. Always we run out of certain things, and I have seen people close to tears because we did not have something that they really wanted. So Pre-orders for Thanksgiving, they will open up on Halloween. And then pre-orders for Christmas will open up on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, the day after. We are always closed on Thanksgiving Day and the day after Thanksgiving because nobody wants to buy food on Black Friday, even if you are shopping for other things. So we take those 2 days to rest a little bit and then regroup for Small Business Saturday. And then we're open our regular hours Saturday and Sunday after Thanksgiving. And then we get into the holiday spirit with all of that fun stuff as well. And pre-orders can be done on our website. You can also pre-order by calling us, and we can do an order with you over the phone if online gets a little complicated. You're not sure about your allergens or the people in your group that you're shopping for. Happy to answer all of the questions. The business phone is a cell phone, so it also can take texts. So if there's a question that you have and you don't want to send an email, you can always text, but give us your name in the text so that we know who we're talking to. One of the biggest questions we're asked currently is what's happening across the street from us. It is a 7-story, gorgeous condominium building that is going to be ready sometime towards the end of 2026. At least that's what they have it figured out. Egg Harbor is coming back to the first floor of that space. For now, we are in the construction zone. So if you would like us to bring orders to you outside, you can always call us ahead and we can always run those out to you. We also recommend Sundays during our business hours coming by because they don't typically do construction on Sundays. And it's usually easy to find a parking spot right in front unless the driver's ed class is getting out at your particular second. So always happy to answer any of the questions that you have about that, but that's what's going on. Everybody always wants to know if I'm baking at 3 o'clock in the morning. And no, not usually, except for the week of Thanksgiving, the week of Christmas. And then when I can't sleep anymore, I just wake up and come straight here and start baking. I do all the social media posting because I enjoy that part. And people are always giving me calls and saying they would take that over. And I say, no, thank you. If I can find somebody to do all of my grocery shopping, I would choose that. Except I know where all of the good deals are. And sometimes that is my lifting for the day. My absolute favorite, people ask me this every single day, and it truly changes day to day. Right now, I would say any bread product just because I love bread.